of my posts in the golden shoulder was the protection from the dirt they was about to send my way. So they sent the suicide spell. That shit not gonna work on me. I'm not suicidal. You gotta already be deep in apathy for a suicide spell to work. So the suicide spell was called the Suicide King. And what they didn't know is when they thought he was a suicide king, he was raising his sword to sever the head of the beast. Y'all motherfuckers don't know shit. So when you come for the righteous, we ain't got to do nothing. Big Mama gonna tear this bitch up. Don't nobody got to believe shit I'm saying. Watch the weather anomalies. I posted in one of my posts as a receipt the tornado season, because this is what y'all not getting. Tornado season is in warm weather. Tornadoes in the winter, right? It's very, very rare. And we got tornadoes all over this bitch. How will you have tornadoes out of season in mass, right? So in Kentucky, they had 3 tornadoes because Big Mama was saying, I want to see these 3 kings walking. Kentucky is symbolic for the Kentucky Derby, which is the Triple Crown in the horse races. She's saying that if her 3 kings, don't get put in the winner's circle, she about to tear this bitch up. That's not me. I don't got no control over that shit. And I'm not going to try to interfere with nothing Mama doing, because Mama been telling us all the time, stop trusting these motherfuckers because all skin folk ain't kinfolk. She said these motherfuckers ain't no good. They look like you, but they ain't you. They ain't from where we from. They don't feel like we feel. They don't think like we think. We move in the capacity of no big eyes and no little U's. No respecter of persons. We don't care what you look like. We care what you do. We don't care how tall you is, how short you is, how dark you is, how light you is, how kinky your hair is, how straight your hair is. What the fuck is you doing about these babies? That's what I'm concerned about. I don't care who baby it is, because the babies is born a blank slate until these motherfuckers poison their mind. Yep. So this shit come to the end this weekend. Big Mama about to shake this bitch up. They gonna either produce the 3 kings walking on the land because she done knocked for them. The Galactic Council done called for them with energy weapons. The next thing is they gonna send a whole bunch of baby planes all over this bitch. Hope y'all see them, because this shit is not no game. Oye gonna light this bitch up. Big Mama take the reins off Oye. She gonna show you motherfuckers what water will do. You see. What y'all don't understand is a single drop of water consistent on a rock will put a hole in that bitch. Drip, drip, drip. Just like that, it will wear a hole in a rock. Now imagine that shit coming in motherfucking what you would call flamboyant style, a grand entrance of aquatics, right? So this is what we up against. I don't care. Take your time. Act like you don't want to produce them. We done gave you the motherfucking habeas corpus and you disrespected the timetable. Since you disrespected the timetable, Mama got something for your ass. You can keep calling me crazy. I don't care. You can keep saying I don't know what I'm talking about, but I keep producing receipts. Look, every post I post is a collection of receipts. Every post I post is a collection of receipts. And motherfuckers telling you, that motherfucker don't know what he talking about. He on some bullshit. He disrespected that seahorse. Man, fuck that bitch. I don't call sisters a bitch, but I call a seahorse a bitch. Because some of them motherfuckers need their throat slit for the dirty shit that they do to regular, innocent, unknowing people that get caught up in their trap. Big Mama said, drag that bitch out. So I drug that bitch out, and it's not personal. I don't have no emotional connection to the individual, like I told y'all before. I'm not going to keep saying the bitch name, but I will tell y'all this. She going to learn, just like everybody else that's thinking I'm making shit up or I'm talking out the side of my neck. They going to all learn when they see 3 kings walking on the land you gonna see him one way or another. Big Mama not bullshitting. Her daughter's not bullshitting, right? So we can take this shit to as far as they want to take it. It don't even matter to me. I'm just sitting here watching. You know, I'm just sitting here watching. So I don't give a fuck if the comment said it best. Hit dogs holler. And the dog you hit direct is the motherfucker that holler the loudest. Right? When you hit a motherfucking dog with a rock and that motherfucker running his hole, that motherfucker ain't as brave as he thought he was. Right? So we drag these motherfuckers out. You can't come in putting dissension in the ranks and expect me not to say nothing. You can't come in, sabotaging the movement of liberation for a collection of people by undermining one motherfucker's effort with some bullshit, right? So what you have to face now, and this is the reality of this shit, right? The reality of this is we got to the 7th to see 3 Kings, and Big Mama about to show her ass. She about to turn her daughters loose on this motherfucker, and they gonna rain the most beautiful destruction y'all ever seen. Watch the weather patterns. Watch them pretty colors in the sky. All these motherfuckers think they doing something, they moving something, because they getting some greenback dollars. That shit obsolete now. So you keep on up with your hustle. Keep overcharging motherfuckers for some shit that you cannot possibly do, because you can't do a person's spirit work for them, but you can tell them what their spirit work is. They don't got to listen to you and they don't got to believe, right? But when I'm trying to work on behalf of the people and a motherfucker come with that motherfucking soft sell shit, it's not going to work on me. Hard sell, not going to work on me. Any kind of selling out shit, not going to work on me. See, the reason why I got everything I wanted before I did this is so therefore there is no temptation to sell out. There's no cause to sell out now. I did everything. I had everything I wanted. I had my life exactly how I wanted. And the old lady and my mama, and another young lady, my son's grandmama decided that we need to do something for these people that's suffering, that's being taken advantage of, that's being lied to, misled, undermined, ensnared at every turn by the wives of the motherfuckers that look like us, but they ain't us. Ain't no sense of sugarcoating this shit. It is what it is. That's what they say. And if it is what it is, I'm going to give that shit a name. I'm not going to leave it up to chance. Judge Tariq Bey, that's my dude. Look, I don't know how this man do it, because I couldn't do it as long as him. Constantly telling y'all, day after day, week after week, for 50 fucking years. I'm 52 years old. He started this shit before I was born. This is some amazing shit. This man been telling y'all how to navigate the contract so you don't fall victim. In the same time, he got these other motherfuckers selling you slave tickets called nationality cards. See, what y'all didn't know is they instituted all of that shit after Noble Drew Ali. He didn't start a religious organization. He started a civics organization. Civics is the study of government and law. He said, we're going to leave these motherfuckers in power just long enough for you know how to run a government. Well, I know how to run this shit out of a government. All we got to do is raise the kids right and get all of the dirty actors out the way with their scams, with their backbiting, with their lies, with their bearing false witness against the righteous. Just put their ass out there in the open, So somebody was trying to get in where they retracted their request, but I'm gonna let a couple of y'all slide up in here and ask some questions in a minute. Yep, free Larry Hoover, free Chief Malik Angel Bay, free Stan Tukey Williams, free Malachi Z. York, return the side of Shakur home. I'm not bullshitting. I'm the wrong motherfucker. This is why they didn't never want to put me in this position, because I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to shut the fuck up. And I'm not going to quit pointing the finger at the dirty motherfucking players in the game so y'all can see what y'all up against. They look like us. And I hate to say that shit. This shit's so fucking annoying to me because it sounds like to me divide and conquer. But the truth override divide and conquer. Yep. You got all these evil motherfuckers running shit, and they locking up all the righteous motherfuckers to keep them ineffective in the community. Motherfuckers come throwing shots like I'm just gonna sit here and watch these motherfucking underhanded shots get thrown, and I'm not gonna never say nothing. I'm gonna watch these motherfuckers try to pit me against motherfuckers that's in their own lane doing their own thing. That's why I keep bringing up Kalai, because Kalai wasn't thinking about me, right? Then motherfuckers start trying to pit us against each other. That shit don't work on me. Even if it work on him, it won't work on me. Because I know that he ain't black, he ain't come on no ship, and he one of us from the land. So at that point, there's nothing that me and him can dispute about right now, because we got an enemy on the territory. We got enemies in our community pretending to be us, masquerading as the righteous, and all the time they set to ensnare the righteous. So we finna start taking questions. I'm about to start with Sean Watts. What the spirit bring us to. Nothing much. How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. I appreciate being on here with you too, man. I've been trying to get in contact with you for a minute, man.
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything you saying is right, man. I wanted to send you the message the other night because it was something weird. 3 o'clock in the morning, ISIS wrote me a message going to tell me like, oh, you believe that what he say? I can't believe you so gullible like that. And 12 minutes later, while I go to try to respond to her, she deleted the message, but I screenshotted it. I got it on my phone. So you just making yourself look obvious. You feel me?
Look, only thing I said ISIS did was charge people for something she cannot possibly do. Nobody can clear your karma, because that's the reason why you came into physical reality, to work out your karma yourself. So
right.
If anybody is trying to offer you to clear your karma for money, they lying to you.
They scheming, right?
They scamming.
Trying to charge us for our ignorance, right?
And the second thing I said ISIS did was she told me on some secret squirrel shit Larry Hoover was dead, hoping that I'd jump on that agenda.
Right. But it don't make sense though, not to cut you off, but that don't make sense. Why would his son be pushing this big ass concert with these crazy ass big time celebrities, but he did? Make that make sense.
Not only that, it's to the advantage of the system to make an announcement if Larry was dead. It's no advantage to them to lead us to believe he's still alive. They can't benefit from that. Right? Because as long as we pushing for them to free him, they want us to shut up. Now, she told her people that the reason why they executed Larry is because I brought attention to his struggle. That can't be true.
That wouldn't make sense. Not right now, neither. It wouldn't even make no sense to happen right now.
If my voice ain't that big yet. My voice is not big enough for them to say, oh, Rod said free Larry Hoover, let's kill him. My voice ain't that big.
You don't even got that big of a following either.
You know?
I'm telling you, reaches. I'm telling you, Rob, but when you talk, man, that shit hit the heart, yo. Every time you speak, yo. Even when you talking about flips off of knocks, I swear I don't be catching it, but I just know what you saying. I don't know. I just know that shit is
I be speaking the language of the subconscious mind in the conscious realm when I be talking about the flips. Your subconscious mind know everything I'm saying. Okay, and the third thing that I said that ISIS did was that she overcharged for stuff that she should be teaching the people to do themselves. Right?
That's right.
Let's say, now I'm a spiritual person, and I don't classify myself as a spiritual leader. I'm just a motherfucker that's woke enough to see if the problem is, come to tell y'all the solution. Person come to me, woman come to me, and she having yoni issues. I'm not gonna tell her, give me $1,500 and I'm gonna give you this yoni cleanse. But I will tell her, if you get the book of The Sacred Womb by Queen Afua, that's a good starter kit for understanding how to take care of the womb.
Exactly.
Look,
like I screenshotted all those books that you was telling us to get the other day.
Yeah. Now look, the Sacred Womb by Queen Afua, you're not gonna be out of $25, but you know what you're gonna have? A reference point where if you get stuck, you can go back to it. You spend $1,500 from a yoni cleanse from her. When the cleanse is gone, that's it. You got to pay her again for the next one. So you
And
can
then
keep paying her.
she say if you can't afford it, it ain't for you. So what that mean? We ain't supposed to be saved?
So she's told her people that I'm coming after her money. I don't get two shits about her money, one way or another. I care about
It's about the freedom of our people, man. It's bigger than money, yeah.
It's bigger than me.
It's bigger than money. Like, why she
money
talking
ain't
about money? Money don't, like, come on, man.
Look, that
money
shit
been around for a long time, and look how bad we still are.
Look, we got Pharaoh money. We just didn't know how to access it. So I found out how to access it. Demand for the caretakers of the land to walk the land as free men, and we won't even work. Money won't even be an issue no more. Wealth is nothing. We always been wealthy on this. This land right here is the only land where we didn't have no poverty until these settlers came. You had motherfuckers know how to live off the fat of the land so well that we didn't even disrupt nature with our technology, because all of our technology was used as an enhancement to the processes of nature. We didn't use our technology to destroy humans and the environment. These motherfuckers chop down our world trees, the biggest trees, like California redwoods is babies.
I was explaining that to one of my homies, that most of the mountains is tree stumps, and he like, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But I ain't gonna hold you. That's one of my homies that I showed you. He been trying to get me to convert to Islam, and I told him religion don't sit with me at all. Ever since I've been a child, it's not for us, yo.
That's why in the Circle 7, Noble Drew Ali got a chapter called Religious Controversy, because they keep us in the religious controversy, because we didn't have none of that shit. We didn't have Judaism, Christianity, or Islam before the settlers came, period. And we were at a higher level of spiritual development than we at right now. So you tell me, what did they do? Did they enhance us or did they diminish us?
They diminished the shit out of us.
So it's our chance right now to restore ourselves back to self. And the journey to self calls for us to come together in a unified voice, understand who the fuck we is, and say, put these motherfuckers back on the land.
I think the only thing that's gonna make us come together, though, is something crazy happen in the sky, or something gotta be a world event to make us come together. That's how I feel, right?
Hey, look, tell me seeing Chief Malik Angel Bay with over 1,000-year sentence, Larry Hoover with multiple 100-year sentences.
Yeah, I think they gave him 6 life sentences, right?
Yeah. Now watch this. Stan Tookie Williams, who they told us was executed in 2005.
He's still alive, right?
They froze him. He was in cryostasis. But here go the thing. Now they're just critically thinking, like if it would have been me and somebody would have came and said I was lying about something, I would have picked the Tookie situation. Because it's all in the newspaper that he was executed in 2005. You could have produced some receipts on that shit. You understand what I'm saying? It didn't never cross their mind that Tookie was the soft target, the easiest one to dispute me on. They want to dispute me on the figurehead, the spearhead, the spokesperson for the chiefs. All the chiefs on the land agreed to let Larry talk for him. They didn't agree to let Larry talk for him because of me. They agreed to let Larry speak for him because the Big Mama said so. Ain't got nothing to do with me. She just told me to let the people know Larry the spokesperson for the chiefs on the land. We could have used Farrakhan. He a good speaker. But it wasn't his job. It wasn't his
Right.
fucking job.
But you know how many of us look like us ignorant right now, talking about Larry was a drug dealer. He got people killed while we talking about he the king and he gonna make things change, man. We need to start somewhere.
Listen, anytime a drug dealer, murderer, genocidal maniac accuse
The whole
somebody,
government, the government's the whole.
hold on. Watch this.
All right.
Anytime a maniac, murdering, drug dealing psychopath tell you somebody is a drug dealer and you believe it, you got problems.
That's what I was about to hit at, yeah. Where the fuck we get all them drugs from anyway? Like, come on, man. Like,
man,
how
they got
the fuck
caught.
we get all
Look,
this shit over here?
That's why I keep repeating the drugs that came into our communities. They got caught bringing them in.